We must take
on the break. Stasiak throws a punch, comes in after him with another. Takes him off the ropes with a front headlock. Back to a front headlock. Stasiak on Rocky Johnson. The crowd trying to spur Rocky on. With the front headlock, working it down on the mat. Stasiak with a hold on Johnson. Referee Sandy Barr checking it to make sure it's not a choke. Rocky makes his way to his feet, now trying to reverse it to an arm bar. He's turning out of it. Stasiak goes to the face. And the claw hold. Stan the man. Using the claw hold, base of the neck. You saw Stasiak go to the hair. Sandy Barr did not. He was heading that way. He thought it might be coming, but he got there too late to see it. You might notice that Stasiak does not have that usual tape on his right hand. He's got tape up in the wrist. But he lost a match some time ago here in Portland where this show is videotaped. And condition of that match was if he lost to Steve Regal, he couldn't ever wear that special taping that he uses. So you won't see it here. You'll see it in Washington and in many places other in the Northwest. Idaho, Canada, Oregon, up into Alaska. All those places he can wear that tape. Not here. Johnson coming back downstairs, now upstairs with his punches. Unloads the right hand. Rocky coming to life. Throws that right hand right over the bridge of the nose between the eyes. He belted him. He's being warned about it now, but he's just killing Barr. Look, the man's been hitting with his punches since this match started. Back for years. It's about time to start punching back. 19 minutes remaining. 19 minutes. They've gone a long time. No fall. These two are wary of each other, have great respect for each other. Stasiak may not show it. Rocky might not either in an outward manner, but they do. They are both veterans. They are both way up on top. They're in the traditional test of strength now, the locked hands. The upper hand. Rocky is turning it over, it would appear. Stasiak shot to the side of the head on Rocky Johnson. And a punch. The hard punch coming up. Rocky saw it coming and ran back, and I tell you, he took a deep breath and whoop. Because he knows the effect of that. Now underneath in the ribs, the punch. Then upstairs by Stasiak. Stasiak, a master at working to get what he wants to, such as the hard punch. Rocky unloads. Roundhouse right. Now comes in with a jab, if you will. Shot between the eyes by Johnson. And Stasiak now saying, no, let's not use the fist anymore. Back of the head to the stomach, and now Johnson. And a little quick shot into the throat, I think. Certainly a fist. That's what Stasiak's complaining about. The dancing man, Rocky Johnson, moving around. Into the ropes. Stasiak lays one on him on the break. And another one. Rocky kick to the midsection. Roundhouse right, and he has him in the top two ropes, tied up. And standing there jabbing. The man, his arms are tied up. He stops occasionally to jaw with the referee and then throw a few more jabs. Stasiak gets himself out of that bind in the top two ropes. Stasiak with a body lock, a bear hug. He used that hold a lot in his earlier days and used it very effectively. And he saw that punch coming. Rocky threatened to throw a right hand into the face. Stasiak saw it and dropped the hold. He used that hold a lot as a young man, hence one of his first nicknames, the Crusher. Stasiak with the hold on Rocky Johnson. Almost a count of three as Rocky laid back to try to rest and recuperate a little bit. We're in the first ball action. This is our main event. Side headlock, and that looked like he was choking. And he got caught doing it that time. Trying to bar the referee, counts him off. Knee lift to the midsection. The whip Rocky rolls by him, comes back with a drop kick. Another drop kick on Stasiak, covers with a body press. Rocky Johnson wins the first fall. He did a shoulder roll past him, came back with a drop kick because he couldn't believe it. Here's what happened. Rocky got in the ring, drop kicked, and missed. When he went down, Stasiak saw immediately that he was stunned, went after him and caught him with the feared hard punch, put him away, and pinned him. Well, third deciding fall. Rocky Johnson caught unawares with that drop kick that missed, and Stasiak pounced on him. And he nailed him again. That was a right cross, not really a hard punch. Johnson was near the ropes, had his leg over. Stasiak thought he had the pin. Right cross. Again, he didn't go for the hard punch. He nailed him to the jaw with it. One. And he fell for the oldest trick in the books. Rocky Johnson tapped him on the back, and now Rocky Johnson pins him. What are they claiming? Stasiak is saying they pulled my tights. The whole army's out there. Oliver's down at ringside. Now Oliver tripped him. Oliver tripped him. If we got anybody back in the dressing room, the whole army is in there. And they are working. They have handcuffed. I thought my handcuffs disappeared. They were up here on the interview. And watch out. Oh, Buddy Rose throws Sandy Barr from the ring. Here comes Regal and Parsons. And now the Army. Army is going to get out of there now that things have evened up a little bit. Now we got a bunch of fans that want to get in it. Savage is out now saying, what in the heck's going on? Oh, he's hot at the Army. The Army came out. He's the one with the keys. Well, the winner of the match is Rocky Johnson. But he is was handcuffed to the top ropes. Oliver took the handcuffs from here, cuffed him to the top rope, and then they went after him. And Rocky didn't even want to wait to get his hand held up. Well, I don't know. You try to keep the Army from interfering. You try to keep something from happening. You just can't seem to do it. It gets wild. Well, we'll have some time to talk, and I'm sure Rocky will be up to it.
Frank, let me tell you something, brother. I'm sick and tired of that Army. You seen what happened here tonight. If it hadn't been for this man and this man here, they could have hurt me or broke my wrist or broke my arm. I want to thank you, but that's not the point why I'm here. We got a match coming. I'm not worried about you, Stasiak, even though you're leaving the building, brother. I showed the people I could beat you. But what happens when you get guys like Bourne, Rose, all of in the ring? Somebody's always interfering. Now, we got a match coming up, right? And we got a match, brother, with Bourne, Oliver and Rose. Look, I'm so mad that Oliver, I could kill him. Oliver's going to be handcuffed to King Parsons. Hey, I couldn't break them handcuffs. Let me show you here. Come here, King. This is exactly the way they're going to be. He's going to be on
handcuffs.
That's right. Show him over here. King, just what he said. Don't get excited here. Just want to show you. Now, well, he's going to be handcuffed just like that. The King Parsons. Let me tell you something, Oliver. We don't have to worry about you. We don't have to worry about Stasiak. All we got to do is worry about, wait a minute, I'm talking. All we got to do is worry about Oliver, Bourne, and Rose. And I'm going to tell you, brother, and Seattle, you're going to get the whipping like you ain't never had in your life. Because I'm sick of this army. I'm sick of getting out here trying to be a nice guy. They split my face open. They tried to break my wrist. Will you stop your noise while I'm talking? And I'll tell you what, I got my man right here with me, Steve Regal. He's my partner. He came back after an injury. Look at him now. Does he look hurt? Well, he's not hurt. And I'll tell you one thing, Wednesday night in Seattle, Rose, you, and Bourne are going to be hurt because we're talking about payback. And will you stop your noise? I'm talking. Because I'll tell you one thing, brother. I don't have to say it, man. I know how bad you want it. But, brother, you talked about The Rock before. You're going to see a new Rock this time when I get you, Rose, and when I get you, Bourne. Because I've had it, brother. After what you tried to do to me tonight, you broke this man's shoulder. Look at him. He came back 200%. You tried to break my wrist. You tried to break my arm, kick my teeth out. But you didn't do it. And Wednesday night is what they call payback time, right?
That's right, payback time. Matt Bourne, Buddy Rose, Oliver's going to be handcuffed to Parsons. Stasiak's going to be escorted out of the building, and we're going to get down and boogie-woogie because everything's going to be taken care of. It's going to be me and a big Rock in there. Bourne and Rose, it's all over for you, brother. I'm telling you, you better. Parsons going to have Oliver, Stasiak out of the building. I'm so mad at this army. Bourne and Rose, you don't have a chance with us, with Parsons, right?
That's right, Oliver. You belong to me, brother. You going to pay.
Okay, Oliver, handcuffed at ringside.
Oliver's going to look funnier than King did in those things.
Right,
he's going to be
confused.
He's going to be in a state of confusion.
You heard enough.
We're going to put the hurts on him, Rock.
We're not out here running our mouths out talking about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So I think we said enough. Wednesday night in Seattle, we're going to do it. In other words, this is for you, Frank. We're going to get...
Was either non-existent or of a minor league quality for years. And no longer. I don't know how long we've been up there. It's been 5-6 years, something like that. But big-time wrestling has brought it back. Wrestling every other week, Seattle Center, frequently at Tacoma, often over in Yakima, and all the other many towns throughout the state of Washington.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last event of the evening will be the best 2 out of 3 falls are to a TV time limit for the Northwest Team Championship. Introducing in this corner the challengers, King Parsons and Rocky Johnson. The defending title holders in this corner, Matt Bourne and Rip Oliver.
The belts are on the line. Rocky Johnson, for years, full-time sparring partner for Muhammad Ali. He wrestled while he did that, incidentally. If you wonder, did he take out 3.5 years of his career, wrestling career? No. He worked as a wrestler and sparred with Ali. Now he's very heavy into the martial arts. And family physical fitness, too. He's strong on that. King Parsons, his young partner out of Houston, Texas. He's helped him a great deal. Matt Bourne, the defending champions. And they are nose to nose. Bourne and Rocky Johnson on nose to nose. Well, Oliver and King are having words. We get a shot of Bourne and Rocky. They are standing nose to nose. They were. Bourne broke it off. It was a stare down, and Bourne lost it, if you will, but no points for that. All that matters is what happens after the bell rings on the canvas in the squared circle. Rip Oliver, Florida State champion, Mid-Atlantic States champion. I believe he held that title. He's held the Northwest title with Buddy Rose, and now he holds it with Matt Bourne. And it's Oliver starting against Rocky Johnson, the soul man, the dancing man. Sandy Barr discussing use of the fist or not using the fist with Rocky. They're on the ropes, and an insult slap. Rocky Johnson with the lightest of little taps. That's not to hurt the man physically, that's to hurt him mentally, psychologically. That is a great embarrassment in the wrestling ring. Arm being barred, now to the wing lock. Charlotte, North Carolina, the home of Rocky Johnson. Oliver comes from St. Petersburg, Florida. Whoa! Flying tackle. And leapfrog. Turnaround drop kick. Johnson nails him. Arm drag slam and puts him to the canvas. Up with the wing lock. Rocky Johnson. And lest you think that Rocky was named after the movie, not so. In fact, there are some who claim the movie was named after this Rocky. He was around a few years before Sylvester Stallone came along with Rocky and then Rocky II. And the man was in boxing as a heavyweight for a while. But the chants are similar. The chants you might have heard in the movie of Rocky, Rocky, Rocky will be one you probably hear here today. Crowd wanting to spur Johnson on. A shot to get the double slingshot going. Who's going to make the move? Arm drag slam. Oliver down to the canvas. Tag team championships are on the line. A headbutt to the bicep muscle. Parsons turns the armbar over, jerks at it. Oliver wanting to get out. Tag. Whoa. Forearm. Uppercut. On the bicep. Armbar. Turns it over again. Tag. Forearm smash to the left arm. He's giving it to him again and again and again. Rocky Johnson coaching Parsons. Quite a bit of success for King. And he says now go to work on his arm. Five times down, turns it over. Coming over the top turnbuckle. Here comes Rocky. Double club blow on the arm. And again. The tag, turn it over. And he's going to jerk on the armbar now. Tang and Rocky coming back in. Matt Bourne being worked on by Johnson and Parsons. Hope you'll bear with yours truly as I try to fight my way through a cold. Keep the program going smooth as possible. Roundhouses missed. Now the jab, quick jab. Matt Bourne fighting off more than he can chew and challenge him to a fisticuff match in the boxing. He missed roundhouses. Johnson back did not miss his jab. Parsons in, Johnson out. And a switch without benefit of a tag. Headbutts now. Rocky Johnson putting a couple headbutts in. Crowd getting a kick out of that. Sandy Barr reaching and saying, let's see, could this be done? And he reached back. King leaned over the top rope and tagged him. Sandy as much as said, yes, it's possible, so they must have done it. The tag, and Oliver's going to come off the top rope. Oh, and he missed and got his partner. Headbutt on Oliver. Oliver creamed Bourne. And this crowd is really down on Bourne, particularly now. Earlier on, he sucker punched, blindsided Steve Regal earlier on this card and tried to take his eye out. If Steve's up for an interview during the show, you'll be seeing the effect of it. Rubbed his face into the mat, came near putting his eye out. Series of headbutts by the King. King Parsons working on Oliver. Then a jerk on the left arm. Oliver takes him into the ropes. Fine tackle. Oliver goes down, dives underneath that one, and shoves him through the ropes. He went rolling through the ropes, bounced off the apron, hit the concrete, bounced once or twice. Outside, shaking it off. His mentor and partner telling him, you can do it. Get in there, be tough. And they're going to double team on the tag. Go to the midsection. And a kick to that midsection. Bourne and Oliver defending their Northwest Tag Team Championships. Up in the air, body slam. That's with the foot stomp. King got out of the way. Kick to the midsection again. Been wrestling for 10 minutes. No fall yet. Catches him with a shoulder. Back drop, shoulder throw. Knee drop right across the throat. Coverage with the body press. 2, and no, he kicks out of it. The tag and Oliver in quickly. On Parsons, stomping to the back of the head. Bum in the eye. Ooh, you're going in the wrong corner there, King. Double chop. Drops him to the mat. And he's going to suplex him, belly to belly. Hooks the outside leg, and I thought he had it. Nearly had the pin. King coming back to the midsection on Oliver, but Oliver up. There's the tag. A double team on the switch again. Through the legs, the tag, and here comes Rocky. Matt Bourne, whirling dervish. Sandy Barr covering up. He got caught in the corner. Drop kick right on the point of the chin, and again. He's nailing him. Winds up, delivers. I do believe this is the first fall. It is. Rocky Johnson.
That was our champion. The belt's been held up. Hacksaw, sir. We got Steve Regal. We're going to take a look at what happened to him here. And, of course, we've got the soul man himself up here. Who's going first, group?
Frank, we are fed up with this army of Bourne, Rose, and Oliver. So we three have formed our own army. We're calling ourselves the People's Army. Look at what Bourne did to me earlier tonight. Get a close-up of this. Look at that face. Bourne tried to put my eye out earlier, but it didn't work, Bourne. It didn't work. I got my good friend Rocky Johnson, former United States heavyweight champion. I got the current Pacific Coast heavyweight champion, and you got the former champion right here, the new army. We're going against Bourne, Rose, and Oliver, and we're going to put them out of the territory. Right, Rock?
That's right, Frank. It boils down to one thing, Daddy. They took my main man here, and they tried to mess up his pretty face. Now, you went too far this time. Time and time again, you went far, but this time you went too far. So we got our heads together. Well, Hack, come in there, Hack. Don't be shy. We got our heads together, brother, and we're going to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Now, I even get upset thinking about it now. Talking about it. Don't get upset.
Wednesday, March 3rd, Seattle. Hack, what do you got to say about it? I know it's something you've been looking forward to.
There's going to be a lot of dues to be paid, and I couldn't have 2 better partners in my corner. And Rocky, Rose, Oliver, Bourne, you better watch out, because I got 2 men that got a lot of dues to pay.
Okay, the People's Army, if you will. Rocky, Regal, and the Hacksaw. They go against
the Army on March 3rd. Yelm, Washington. We're coming your way with a cage match Monday, February 22nd. March 1st in Longview, March 7th in Tacoma, March 8th in Yakima. Towns all over Washington. Remember those. Yelm on February 22nd in March, Longview the 1st, Seattle the 3rd. Woo! The cage coming out in some of these towns. Showdown. The People's Army against the Army. Buddy Rose's army of long standing. I think that started, if my memory serves me correct, and after 15 years of every night, every week rather, at least 1 match, 1 card, sometimes 2 and 3. The memory plays tripped on you, but I believe it's when the sheepherders came to town. Rose enlisted him and created the Army. It might have gone back farther than that. He's had some memorable members. Ed Wiskowski, probably one of the most successful of those 2 teaming up. They became U.S. tag team champions, Rose and Wiskowski. Rose is a former U.S. heavyweight champ, and so is Rocky Johnson. Rocky got the pin on Bourne. Oliver's trying to start for his team. The rules state the man who finished the last fall has to start the next fall. Bourne would like a little bit more recuperation time, I do believe. Now they went in and tagged. Now the rule states you've got to make contact, physical contact with the opponent. They're yelling traitor, of course, because of his leaving, breaking up the team with Regal. Whoa! Over the top, and he's caught in those top two ropes. And we told you he went to work on Regal, really blindsided him, sucker punched him earlier and rubbed his face into the canvas. And I tell you, that probably didn't look as bad as it really is, because he's now got mercurochrome or iodine on there. But I tell you, that was mostly a large patch of blood after it happened. Talking about Regal. Bourne went for the eye, but missed it by an inch or so. A traitor trying to bait Matt Bourne. Bourne getting the attention of the referee, saying, hey, the man's making a fist. Rocky, incidentally, is the son-in-law of Peter Maivia. I know in the Seattle area, there's a number of islanders out of the Fiji, Samoas, Tonga, Hawaiian Islands. Peter Maivia, known very well to them as to all who follow wrestling. Rocky married the Chief's daughter, Chief Peter Maivia. But right now, he could use a little help. He's in trouble. Flail kicks Oliver. Oliver right back at him. Punching out of the headlock. Kick to the hamstring. Oliver working on the left leg. Rocky Johnson. Rocky teamed with King Parsons. They held the tag team championship 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Office is closed Saturday and Sunday. So it's area code 206-686-3085. That is the Big Time Wrestling booking office. You can call them. You can find out how to make money, quite a bit of money sometimes. If your group works hard and gets out and sells tickets, you can sponsor a car to it. You have to do and how it goes. And I will remind you, if you haven't been looking in the last week or two, there are possibly some dates available in April and May, and those could be super dates, raising super money, because in April, Ric Flair is coming into the Northwest for a week or so, and he will be defending his title a number of times while he's here. He is, of course, the current heavyweight champion of the world, the NWA heavyweight champion of the world, and one of the most colorful that we have had in a long, long time, Ric Flair. And then in May, as if we haven't had enough action for the early summer, late spring season, Andre the Giant. I tell you, wherever these guys wrestle, it's almost a guaranteed sellout crowd. So you might want to get in on it. A match all even at a fall apiece. It's for the championship. Tag team belts on the line. Tag team belts mean quite a bit. They don't mean as much as the single belt. But a team having those belts, and no, they're going to be in main events 75-80% of the time. The man with the championship belt, unless there's a special cage match or something like that on, he's just about always up there in the main event. So it's been determined that it can be worth $100,000 and $125,000 a year to the single belt. The $75,000, $80,000 is easy to assume that it could be worth that. The tag belts. Parsons in on Oliver. Check with the bus here. I think we have one sponsor message left. So don't go away when we throw that commercial, because we'll be back talking to you some more. Whoa! Oh, King Parsons, and he nailed himself. He went into that top turnbuckle, dove in there. He was really going to give it to Oliver in the shoulder, which has not been too well anyway, because the Army worked on it a few weeks ago, check that. And that's what Matt Bourne is doing right now. And Oliver's up on the second turnbuckle, comes with a flying foot stomp. And Rocky's in the ring trying to save his man. He's going to be ordered out. Into the top turnbuckle again. The left shoulder, and it's already in a lot of trouble. I think Parsons' only hope is if he can get out of there. He really hit that turnbuckle hard. He went in to nail Oliver over in the far neutral corner. Oliver got out of the way, and he really smashed into it. Turned over, twisted. And that shoulder has got to be hurting, and they are giving it more. Putting more hurt on a flying knee from the second turnbuckle. Covers with a body press, could be it. 1, 2, and it is it. Well, we're going to have a lot of time to talk to you today, folks. Stay with us. The belts are retained by Oliver and Matt Bourne. And I don't know if we'll have time before we go off the air to find out the condition. Rocky's got the belt, and when Oliver and Bourne see that, they bail out. A crowd again coming in down around the ring, and we urge you not to do that. If somebody just could be running away from the ring or get thrown out of the ring, and you could get hurt. Well, we don't want that to happen, and King Parsons is in pain. Oliver and Bourne retain the tag team championships. Rocky has already lined up some matches with Hacksaw Sawyer and Steve Regal, which is probably a good thing, because I got me a hunch that King Parsons is going to be out of action for some time. He is seriously hurt. I think that he's asking for the stretcher to be brought out. I don't see it coming down the aisle yet. Referee Sandy Barr is standing by the ropes watching, seeing if Rocky's going to be able to get him to the dressing room or not. Now Barr coming back to check with him. I'm afraid they're going to need at least 2 of them to help him to the dressing room. He is hurting. King Parsons, and that left shoulder was worked on a few weeks ago. Got better, but you know it's weak. It never heals.
If you hear this broadcast in any part of Oregon, you're eligible to call up. The office is closed Saturdays and Sundays. Please do not call on Saturdays or Sundays. The area code 206-686-3085. Area code 206-686-3085 is the number to call Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You'll get a hold of Dutch Savage more than likely, and he can tell you just how to arrange your card. Remind you folks that Big Time Wrestling on Q13 on April 24th will be seen at 10 in the morning, one time only. We generally are on at noon, as you well know, but we'll be on at 10 o'clock the day of April 24th. That's on Q13 only, no change of time over on the eastern side. Chung Lee, a master of the martial arts, against a man who has made quite a study of martial arts himself. Talking about Rocky Johnson. He's gotten into him lately for conditioning primarily, and then said, also, I might need the knowledge to back me up sometime. You never know.
Rocky Johnson, quite a weightlifter too, but does not do it just for strength. He does it for wrestling and to get the muscles in the right place. He's into a lot of things, but everything he does always ends up being for the benefit of his wrestling career. There are some wrestlers that have worked with weights and maybe a little bit too much. They get some extra muscles and lose some coordination. Not so with The Rock. Sandy Barr is the referee, and there's a couple young lovers looking on. Well, if the young lovers are friendly. This is the semi-main event of the evening. We've got a good main event. Sandy Barr, the referee, suspecting Chung Lee. Top wrist lock. Chung Lee powering against it. Oh, weakly. Chung Lee coming back against Rocky Johnson. Had him pretty much going down, it appeared, such as he does right now. And again, Chung Lee blocks and comes back against it. Top wrist lock being worked down on the mat. Rocky Johnson from Charlotte, North Carolina. Chung Lee is from Hong Kong. Whoa! He's working him way up, lifting him with that one arm, and you know that's got to be hurting some. The week of the champ this week. It's a card coming up in Longview. Tickets, whenever that is happening, available at the locker room in the Longview-Kelso area. Whoa. As he's throwing karate chops at me, I just threw that good old American right hand at him. Up. Sandy Barr was right there. It looked like karate. And now definite choking being caught by the camera. The camera catches all, or nearly all. But the camera is unofficial. Dial, check that. Chung Lee having some disagreement with the referee. Clean judo chops. And that may have been one to blocked and back with his own. Well, he said he may have to go to the martial arts on occasions. And that's what it appears Rocky Johnson is doing. Topples Chung Lee to the canvas. Rocky Johnson in against Chung Lee. rock one of those, getting a shot at the champion. It's a big week in Washington. Could be setting an attendance record. Be sure and get your tickets early. It's Fidelity Lane Ticket Office for the big one coming up this week in Seattle. That could set an all-time attendance record, I do believe. And it could very well sell out. So don't miss getting your tickets. Side headlock. Rocky Johnson. It's the ropes, thrown off, flying tackle. Dives over him. No, in fact, lands on him. Rolls him over, covers with the body press, but couldn't hook a leg. Johnson catching it to the midsection. Set for the whip to the near neutral corner. Going in after him, the shoulder into the midsection. Chung Lee. He is whipped to the far neutral corner. Up above, taken down in a victory roll. Turn out the lights, the party's over. With a victory roll out of the far neutral corner. Sensational move by Rocky Johnson. He gets the takedown and the pinfall. Rocky Johnson with the pin on Chung Lee. We'll be right back after this timeout. Well, you're going to be seeing him this week in person in a lot of places. He'll only be here a short time. Let's find out a little bit more and see a little bit more of Ric Flair, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, by videotape.
Hello, ladies. Are you ready? You'll never let it be said that Ric Flair, the world's heavyweight champion, isn't a generous man. We get thousands of letters asking what really makes Ric Flair tick. And for all those thousands of fans out there that don't know, it's not just the fact that I'm the most finely conditioned athlete in all of wrestling. It's not just the fact that I'm a tremendously wealthy man, that I can have any woman I want. It's the fact that I live a lifestyle never, ever equaled by any other man. My man Sam right here. And check out this limousine. My own Lear jet. And look what I travel with. The most beautiful women on the face of this earth. This is why the world's heavyweight champion. Not Joe Montana. Not Burt Reynolds. Not turkeys like that, but a real man, the world's heavyweight champion. That's what makes me a little different. Come on up here, ladies. Let this camera get a little better look at you. Jan, darling, I didn't expect to see you for another week or two.
The champagne and caviar is ready whenever you are, Rick.
Well, thank you very much, darling. Laura, how have you been? You see, ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, this is what makes Ric Flair tick. Woo! Setting the world on fire. Ladies, we better be off. We don't want to keep them waiting in that next city. Take care now. Remember one thing. Diamonds are forever. All right.
Despite the national economy being in a deep recession, world heavyweight champion Ric Flair always
the 5 count. Let's stop to the midsection. Covers with the body press, 2, and no. Armbar, turn it over one time. Armbar, still being worked. Kick into the ribs. Hogan working on Rogers. Dizzy Hogan. The tickets are on sale at Fidelity Lane Ticket Office. The telephone number is 624-4970, 624-4970 for Fidelity Lane. Oh, that's going to be war there, huh? And Heddick. The Heddick family will be on hand on that one also, I'm quite sure. They lock up into the ropes. Whoa, roundhouse right, misses. Drop kick. Hogan's nailed again by Rogers in the drop kick. Dizzy Hogan saying, whoa, what happened? They lock up again into the ropes. To the armbar. Hogan on Rogers. And reversal. Rogers reverses it and takes it over. Step over on it. He's going to roll him down. And work that armbar. Hogan laying back to figure out what's going on. Nearly got the 3 count. Rogers has won the first fall. His first main event here in the Northwest. Tommy T.R. Rogers. That's one of the nicknames he's being called. He's a good-looking young man of great following with the ladies already. Hogan trying to come up on top and roll him over and may get a pin out of it if Rogers isn't careful. And he's able to take the man down before he himself gets pinned. Knee drop and another. Reverse leg drop across the biceps, goes in with the arm bar. Holds him out, turns it over one time. Big Time Wrestling coming to you over Q13. Remember, on April 24th, they'll be coming to you a couple hours earlier, 10 o'clock in the morning on that one Sunday only. Hogan back in the ring. Up. Rogers got caught looking the other way, catches a kick to the midsection. Body slam, no, backbreaker, way up. Rogers in trouble. Hogan working on him. Whip, and clotheslined him. Right arm, the hammer, the Hogan hammer, stretched out. The knee on him, gets the pin without even covering him. He lowered him.
And the son, Kurt. This is, of course, Larry the Axe. Kurt, Dad came out, he heard things, somebody was getting after you, and he got after some people.
That's right, Frank. You know, the Army's been in here doing stuff behind everybody's back for the last 2 weeks, which involved me. I was out wrestling, then one would come out and interfere in my match, hit me from behind. I had sore ribs. They knew I had sore ribs, but they kept coming out and hitting me in the backside. And I tried to put a stop to it my own way, but it's always been 2 against 1. So I'm bringing in my partner. I'd like to introduce the people up in Seattle way, my father.
Larry the Axe. Whew.
Well, let me tell you what happened. I was in Minnesota. I was up there bear hunting with a switch up in the North Woods, minding my own business, and I get a call that says that there's some Army, there's some people, some screwballs down here trying to take my boy and put him out of wrestling. Well, when he called, when I got that call, that telegram, and they started to pick on one Hennig, they pick on both Hennigs. And when they pick on both Hennigs, that's a war. So it doesn't make any difference where you see Kurt and myself. There's going to be trouble, and anybody who stands in our way, there's going to be a lot more trouble.
You, of course, have been around the world many, many times with all of the great ones, and you have only had, as we talked to you, you've had one match with the Army, but you have so much as said, you're not here just to get even, you're here to hurt.
Well, that's right, and the greatest thrill of my life is to be at my son's side or my son be at my side. I think it's every father's dream, and to stay in the condition and to wrestle and to do your thing means more to me than anything in the world. After 20-some years in wrestling and to be there with my son, this is the greatest moment of my life.
I'll tell you what, you can share a little of the excitement about what's happening in the next week or two. Pick up on these two guys, because I'll tell you, the Axe and the Hatchet or the Double Axe or whatever we're going to call him are doing business in the Northwest.
The Army better beware.
Thank you both very much. Thank you, Larry.
Woo, I'll tell you, he is soft-spoken up here on that interview, and I'm glad. He came up on a earlier show where he had just come out of the ring, and he and Kurt, apparently, one of the way they train is to just haul back and clout each other around the chest and head and shoulders. And he turned to me, and I thought for a minute he might forget I'm not a Hennig. Incidentally, we've been going back and forth on just exactly how to spell that name. It is Hennig, Hennig. Kurt, the son, Larry the Axe. The old man. They put the emphasis on man, I'll tell you that. Chances are he won't be around too long. He really says he's come out from Minnesota simply to take care of the Army. And if that gets done in a week or two, I'm sure he'll be going back. And I really tell you, this is a man I wouldn't, if you get the opportunity, don't miss seeing him in the ring, talking about Larry the Axe. And, of course, the world champion in the Northwest. And repeating ourselves, a lot of people say this is the best opportunity in some time for that title to change hands here in the Northwest. Sawyer, believed to be a top contender, and maybe even a better chance at winning that title, is the very experienced former U.S. heavyweight champ. Talking, of course, about Rocky Johnson. We are in the third fall of the TV main event. Rogers against Hogan. Working a wing lock. Rogers out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Frank Bonham calling the action, and glad to have you with us today. Hope you're with us every week. And I definitely hope
you take the opportunity when you get it to see big-time wrestling live. Hogan, with that great strength, lifts Rogers and body slams him, but Rogers shows tenacity by holding on, bringing the man over the top. Hogan goes to the hair. Chung Lee back at him. Very clearly into the camera. Judo or karate chop, illegal. Fans saw it, cameras caught it, but none of them are official. Only Sandy Barr is. He did not see it. Ring lock, takes it to a hammer lock. Chung Lee bumping the hammer lock on Hacksaw. The referee done. They're saying you want to submit. You want to give it up. Hacksaw can't remember a time that he has ever submitted. I'm sure there have been times. But I don't remember it. A young man is toughs it out. That's how he climbed to the top. He is the only man ever in Northwest Wrestling history to win the title in a battle royal. That is because never before until a couple of months ago was a battle royal used to determine the champion. The belt was vacated because of an injury to the then champion. It was difficult to choose just who were the leading challengers for the belt. And so a commission in Oregon ruled, we'll decide it by a battle royal. And this young man won that battle royal. Some say it was a fluke. He's being worked on now. Those are apparently legal. Judo chops, nearly a pin, not quite. But he has defended it against everybody since he won the title. Hack Sawyer, Northwest heavyweight champ, youngest ever. Won it just barely 21. Tries to throw Chung Lee off the hold. The China native holds on to it. Wing lock. Body slams him off the hold. He's trying to recuperate, catches a judo kick, and I've never seen anyone more effective with those judo kicks than Chung Lee. That one could have done the trick. Two, and no, he flail kicks out of it. Back to the wing lock. Chung Lee, very tenacious wrestler. Double arm bar. You're giving him motorcycle ride, if you will. And using the upper body strength, the young man pumps a lot of iron, and he's trying to use the muscles gained to reverse this hold. Sawyer's got it up on top. Can he get it to a reversal on Chung Lee? He does. Chung Lee was for a trip takedown. He's put forward, nearly caught, now caught in a small package with the legs. Hack Sawyer showing tremendous strength in the legs.
Of an occasional disqualification, is that right?
That's right, Frank. You know, I came here to take care of business, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I full intend to take all the titles here and just clean the slate. Just take all the titles here. There won't be no doubt Dizzy Hogan will have all the titles and be the man of the hour. You know, and that's the way it should be. You know, because those who wait, everything comes to them, and those who are great will get it all. And Dizzy Hogan is the best, number one.
Okay, now we've got to talk about Ric Flair, world's champion, is coming into the area. You have yet to get your shot at the title, but I imagine you're putting your name in for Flair if you can get a shot.
That's right. Dizzy Hogan would love nothing in the world better than to beat Hack Sawyer and take that title, and then in the same 30 days, take the World Heavyweight Champion. Whoa! It would never have been heard of and never will be done again.
Interview wouldn't be complete with Dizzy if we didn't see the Hogan Hammer, so show us the Hogan Hammer one time. I'm always afraid he's going to miss that and hit me. That's the Hogan Hammer, and that's Dizzy Hogan. We're going to continue with our third and final match. Mr. Hogan.
Time limit. Introducing in this corner, 242 pounds from Milwaukee, Matt Bourne. His opponent in this corner, 233 pounds from North Carolina, Indian Billy Whitecloud.
Well, they introduced it one fall. Maybe they have changed. I was told we were going to, on this particular night with the three matches, that the third one would be a duration match, and I'm sure it will be. Good crowd on hand. I'll tell you, the crowds are really building in the Puget Sound area. One of the, or two of the reasons down there are the two buildings. They have the Bicentennial Building in Tacoma and the Seattle Center Arena in Seattle. Two of the best buildings anywhere in the country to see pro wrestling. Now, Matt Bourne wanting to start it off with a handshake. The crowd not wanting him to do so. Okay, we have just been clarified. Matt Bourne would not go in the ring for a duration match. So it is one fall to a TV time limit with a standby bout in the wing should we need it. That is the situation. Thank you, Dutch Savage, for clarifying that situation. Bourne saying, I'm not going in for more than one fall no matter what. So that takes care of that. Top wrist lock. Whitecloud gets the takedown with it. Reverse armbar to an armbar by Whitecloud. Whitecloud Cherokee, full-blooded, he tells me. And I was a little bit surprised when I first met him. And where are you from, Billy? And he said, North Carolina. I didn't think there were many Cherokees from North Carolina. He says it has the largest Cherokee reservation in the country. So there's a little geography for you, or anthropology, or whatever you want to call it. Lock up, go behind. A good move by Matt Bourne. And Matt Bourne, so far, wrestling a clean match. He was a very, very talented and successful amateur down in Oregon. Went to high school in Milwaukee, which is just outside Portland. Won a couple of state championships. I think he wrestled a little junior college. Went into pro as quite a young man. Of course, he had a little bit of an entree there with Father Tough Tony Bourne, a professional wrestler. Your family might be able to help you get into pro wrestling, but I'll tell you, they can't help you build your career. That you got to do on your own. He's a left-hander, as was his father, or is his father, Tough Tony Bourne. Goes for a body slam. White Cloud came up behind him, but then missed. He's being counted off. Bourne again with a body slam. Yes, a power slam. Took him into the mat. Strong flail kick by White Cloud. You tuned in a little bit late. We had two matches. King Parsons beat Stan Stasiak on a disqualification. Hacksaw Sawyer pinned Chung Lee. Now Billy White Cloud is going against Matt Bourne. Bourne is technically a former Northwest champion. He held the title for, I believe it was 1 day. Won the title one night down in Oregon, lost it the next. If I am correct in trusting my memory. So don't bet $100 on it. Face lock being worked on White Cloud by Bourne. White Cloud trying to find a way out of it, trying to back out and trip forward. It works. Ties him up in a figure four leg lock. Bourne reaching around, grabs the head. And we've got some young girl Matt Bourne fans, I think, down below us. Well, I can tell they're young girls. That's obvious. There's something I really hesitate to announce, but we've got Larry Bollinger directing, and Larry, this might be a shot that you can't turn down. Right below camera 2 and to his right, and I know this for a fact to be true, is a bride and groom on their honeymoon. Oh, you got a shot of them, and I wasn't looking at the monitor. Well, it's true, folks. It is hard to believe, and I even hesitate to mention it, but I guess I'm glad that people will choose wrestling as a way to spend their bridal night. The director is saying things to me which I cannot repeat, and I hate doing that, Mr. Fan. So please forgive me and him. You never know what you're going to see at the old wrestling matches. Shin lock from behind. Matt Bourne working it on White Cloud. Sandy Barrs, the referee. Oh, there go the bridal couple. They hung in for the whole night. I kid you not. She's in a T-shirt. There goes the bride and groom. Butt shot. Matt Bourne locked up in those top two ropes. Comes loose. Snapmare. Knee drop. Whip into the corner, and a top turnbuckle comes loose. Well, we told you, it's together with how they used to say about Model Ts. Put together with fit and baling wire. That's about the way this ring is. Billy, that's a dangerous place to do it. He's going to keep whipping him. He's going for the record. He got one turnbuckle down the first time. 2 turnbuckles down the second time. Now we've got security people over there trying to get the ropes put back. Go behind. Drop kick by White Cloud. On Bourne, he misses that drop kick. Bourne backed up. Saw it coming. White Cloud down hard. All the ropes are back. They're loose, but they're back. Going for the airplane spin, trying to put him away. He's starting up again. Matt Bourne stopped for a moment, now dumps him, covers him with a body press. 1, 2, and 3.
And another thing, we gave the word out. This is our interview, and when they heard that, they backed away, and they said they're scared.
I'd like to see one of them come up here and try to take it away from us, I'll tell you that.
They're not going to, so let's talk business, right? The business is this. You saw what he just did to his opponent out there. We all got in the ring. We didn't kick him while he was down. That's not the way we wrestle. We do it when it's in the bell, between bells. We finish in the end, and that's it. We're going to do it that way, and Seattle Center Arena will be the finish in the end, right, Matt? And
that's right. What I did out there, I just pretended that Billy White Cloud, I pretended he was Steve Regal. I beat him just like I beat Steve Regal every time I get in the ring. And I'm telling you, hey.
Oh, I'm in the middle. Wildness is prevailing. There goes Matt Bourne. Down, there goes Buddy Rose and Oliver down the steps. Out Sawyer. Woo! Well, I know. Well, we got 4 minutes left to talk to the People's Army, if you will.
We're sick and tired of these guys, man. Listen, we've had cage matches with them. We've had handcuff matches. We've had everything with them. And now it's come right down to the nitty-gritty where we're sick and tired of, brother. And so now the three of us are going to get together and get rid of them once and for all. This is our town, man, Seattle. And we're not going to let the people down in Seattle. So, gentlemen, I tell everybody in Seattle, this will be the last time you're going to see the Army.
It's coming up Wednesday, Seattle Center Arena. Hacksaw talked earlier, a great place to watch wrestling, and I know you think it's a great place in which to wrestle.
Yeah, Frank, it's a great place to wrestle. Let me tell you something, Matt Bourne, Rip Oliver, Buddy Rose, that was very little of what we're going to do in the arena in Seattle. Me, Steve Regal, Rocky Johnson, we're the new People's Army, and the people are going to see what happens to the other end. Come on, Regal.
Steve, let's get the
of the world, Mr. Ric Flair, and the man he is challenging, or who is challenging him for the title, is none other than Hacksaw Sawyer. Well, just recently in Seattle, Hack held this man to a 1-hour time limit draw, which nobody else has done before.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Introducing in this corner, 240 pounds, the world's heavyweight champion, Ric Flair. His opponent and challenger in this corner, 228 pounds from Florida, the Northwest heavyweight champion, Hack Sawyer. Following this bout in the time limit, why, there will be a brief match following this event in case there's time.
Well, it's not hard to tell who's got the fan support here. This one is for all the marbles. This should really be a dandy. No holds barred. Pardon the expression.
The heavyweight championship of the world. Do you have any idea how many men in this business today would like to have an opportunity, the one that Hacksaw is presented to him right now?
That's what they're fighting for right there.
If he beats Flair tonight, he has to continue the schedule that Flair has. And the schedule that Flair has for the rest of this month is phenomenal. He's here today. He goes to St. Louis, from St. Louis to Toronto, from Toronto to Montreal, from Montreal to New York City, from New York City to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Tokyo, Japan, and it goes on and on and on.
Well, that is a schedule befitting a champion.
I always wanted to be the world champion, and I never figured would I be able to take that grind. There's a headlock that started off by Flair. A rolling takedown on Sawyer. You don't become the world champion by just being a so-so wrestler. You are the cream of the crop. Don't let anybody tell you any different.
And you've got to continually prove that.
Yes, he did. He proved it against Buddy Rose not too long ago here. Last show in Seattle, he proved why he was the world champion. Against Rose, he got disqualified in the match. Rose eventually won, but the belt can't change hands on disqualification. Now Sawyer's got the opportunity of a lifetime on TV. Sawyer trying to power him down, break that headlock.
There's a lot of weight out there in the ring, and it's all muscle. Not an ounce of that is anything but muscle.
There's an amateur ride by Sawyer. There's the rolling arm. Look at this, look at this.
Oh.
Flair's trying to sit out. Hack's riding him like a pony. He's in behind him.
Oh, he's hanging on, huh?
Roll out. Hack back in behind him. Flair's trying to get away. Look at this.
That's a wrestling rodeo.
Oh. Sawyer's giving away some 25 pounds to Flair. Just got a little shoving match, I think, Flair. Look at this.
Oh, look.
Oh, this slap the world heavyweight champion across the face.
Look at that. You can hear that clear up here.
Sawyer's not taking any lip. He's not backing up.
No, he isn't.
Look at this. The champion's backing up, saying, "Come here, Sawyer," in the middle.
Let me have a shot at you, right in the middle.
Referee's position into the ropes. Champion bends him over the ropes. There's a forearm to the chest. And there's to the head. There's another hit. Party's getting rough, folks. Sawyer's got the champion in the corner. There's a right hand. Another one.
He's going after it, Dutch. He's going after it.
There's a knee. Ooh. Judo chop. That knee was questionable. The referee's right on top. It had to be legal. And spent the referee tonight, Luke Brown.
Might have been a little low there. No.
Well, these people are going bananas. They want to see Hacksaw win this one. Oh, there's a fist to the forehead.
Oh, yeah.
Don, you see how Flair turned him around so the referee couldn't see it?
Yeah.
Waking him up.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh! Welcome to the Air Force.
Came down, he had icicles on him. He went up in the air. Right hand by Sawyer. A knee. Another knee. You can't do that, Hack. There's another chop. Look out, look out. That's not rope.
Well, I'll tell you, he landed with a thud out there on that concrete. He could be hurt.
Both men on the floor. Oh, no. There's a body slam on the
not on the concrete.
He didn't body slam him. A backbreaker. Oh, I thought he was going to slam him on that concrete. Flair's working him over. He better watch that count by referee Brown up there.
He's counting up there. And I think that's
the floor to back it up. Oh, there's a big judo chop.
Well, he may knock him back up into the ring.
Referee's counting. Flair's up in the ring. He just broke the count. About 19. Sawyer's hurt, and he's right down in front of us here, ladies and gentlemen. You can get that on
he
camera.
is hurt. He's in a lot of pain down there.
That's why Ric Flair is the world champion. Some parts of the country he's loved, other parts he's hated. Now he's threatening to deck the referee.
We may have an extra match going on
here. He may just do it. Boy, these fans are pulling for Hacksaw.
They really are. He's in a lot of pain. Oh! There we go.
There's a fist right to the nose. Down goes Sawyer. It's one of the roughest matches I've seen in a long time, John.
We got more action outside the ring than we got inside. Look at this. Look at it. Here comes another body slam right into the pole. Right into the pole. I'll tell you, that has really got it. Oh, right
on the nose.
That can break a nose.
I think both men asked the promoter if it's going to get a little rough, don't call them too close because they want to let it all hang out.
Now
This is Hacksaw's last chance for quite a while.
This is for all the marbles. And he's paying the price right now.
Boy, can that champion throw a right hand or can he throw a right hand?
Yeah, he can. He can. Boy, Sawyer's trying to shake that off, get the cobwebs out of his head. He's in a lot of pain. He's doubled over down there on the concrete. I haven't been keeping track of the count, have you?
Sawyer just said something you can't say on television. Broke the count. There's a...
Right in the nose again.
On the schnoz.
Yeah, he's going for the nose.
Bobby Bruman at Fidelity Lane Ticket Office. The guy that sells our tickets know what a schnoz is. Bobby Bruman has the largest schnoz in the state of Washington.
Well, I think Sawyer's is getting smaller right now.
There's a choke by Flair. Come on, Rick. Flair's going crazy.
Yeah,
Now he's yelling at the ref.
He's
You
going
people out in Findlay, Washington, we're coming your way on the 17th. Findlay on the 17th, so be prepared. National Wrestling Association midgets are going to be there. See John Bourne school for your tickets. Also in Pendleton. First time in Pendleton in 3 months. They're going to be there on October the 24th. The midgets are going to be on that card at the Armory in Pendleton.
How much punishment can a man endure here? How much pain?
I don't know, but we're going to find out here in Seattle. He's trying for a suplex. Double-armed him, took him over. This should be it. 1, 2. Sawyer kicked out.
Threw him off.
Sawyer kicked out of a double-arm reverse suplex. Can you beat that? What a tough guy.
I don't know. He had to draw back from someplace for that one. His
feet are up on the roof. Right on the base of the sacrum. Right on the base. Look out.
Boy, I tell you, every time he lands out there on that concrete, it's got to do
One of the fans getting an altercation with Flair.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to jump up there with him. They might be minus a head.
I'm glad we don't have any microphones down there, Dutch.
Some of the language is rather promiscuous, wouldn't you say?
I think it passes right on by promiscuous.
October the 13th. Speaking of this match, October the 13th in Seattle. Buddy Rose is back against none other than Roddy Piper.
Boy,
You know how they got the match? Ask me how they got the match.
How'd they get that match, Dutch?
The people. They wrote in to Channel 13, the Athletic Commission. It's a People's Request match. The two people they wanted to see most in the whole world wrestle one another, and they got it. Rowdy Piper's coming back for one shot only, October the 13th in Seattle, against none other than Buddy Rose.
The People's Command Performance.
Puck! I don't believe it! Hacksaw kicks out again. There's an abominable stretch.
I don't know where he's getting the strength to throw the champion off like that.
Hands locked behind his head. There's the abominable stretch. Boy, Sawyer's got to be in pain. He's got that hip socket locked in. Flair's got his hands cross-faced. He's cross-faced on Sawyer. How's he standing there? Listen to the people that short Sawyer on. Oh,
boy, I tell you that.
On that thing. Sawyer's just.
No,
there's a spark.
He's hanging in there, Dutch.
I don't believe this.
I don't know where he's getting the strength.
Flair's
maybe from the crowd.
Shoving down on that hip. He passed him through. He's trying for a reverse roll-up on a... There's a double leg scissors.
Oh, my gosh.
There's no comment on that one. You know where that hurts.
How much can a man take?
He's taken Sawyer to school. He's given a wrestling lesson. But I can't believe the amount of punishment Sawyer's taken and coming back.
He's going to work on that nose again.
Right to the nose.
That's got to be breaking the nose.
I wonder he's not bleeding. Well, that kid's got to have the anatomy of an elephant. He didn't even cut him. That normal man it would have cut up.
I think he is bleeding.
Heck, I don't blame you holding him. There's a shot. Boom. Sawyer back into the rope.
Oh, I tell you, I don't know where he's getting the. I don't know how he can hang in there like that.
There's another shot.
There he goes. Coming back with one of his own.
Look at the kid go.
Look at that. Can you believe this?
Tooth of a nail, eye for eye. Look at this.
Look at that.
In the cut. Look at this, Sawyer go. There's an arm whip. Oh, my God. Holy mackerel. Outside of the ring. Sawyer got him. Oh, no.
Oh, that was a low one again.
Giant suplex. Sawyer went behind him.
Look at that.
The sleeper hold.
Look at that. Look at that.
He's got the sleeper on a champion of the world. Ball package. 1, 2.
Two.
Oh.
He threw him off again.
Reverse. 1, 2, 3. The champ
Got
got
it.
him. Oh.
Woo! I've never seen anything quite like that before, Dutch.
You'll have
Look
to
at that.
excuse me if
Look
I
at
got
that.
excited. That's the most exciting match I've seen in years.
Look at that. He won the match. He can't even get up.
And this is just the first fall of the bout.
That's the heavyweight champion.
That's for anything better in the entire world.
You got the best right here. Right here.
You people up in Victoria, British Columbia, we're going to be coming up your way very shortly, so keep watching your television up there. We haven't forgotten about you. We'll be seeing you shortly. And you people up in Kodiak, Alaska, people that pick up Channel 13 on the cable up there, just rest assured, along about February, you'll be seeing big-time wrestling in Kodiak, too. Compliments of KCPQ Channel 13 and the Kelly Broadcasting System. There's a forearm by Hack. We're starting it again.
These guys aren't wasting any time.
Second fall of the bout, in case you had just tuned in. The champion of the world, Ric Flair, took the first fall, and this is, for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen, the World's Heavyweight Championship. There's Ric Flair trying to back body
Look at
drop.
that.
There's a sunset flip. He can't quite reach the rope. Don, if I get excited, fill in for me.
If you get excited, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Look at that. He can't make it to the ropes yet.
Hack's got him hooked. There he goes.
There he goes over.
1, 2. Oh. Right behind the ears with the knees.
Boy, that's smarted.
Well, that'll pop your brains.
Oh, yeah.
There's Flair going for an arm whip. Tried for a judo chop. There's a crossbody block into a pin. 1, 2. Oh, he almost had the champion for a pinfall, Donald.
Well, I'll tell you, the champion knows he's got his hands full. His hands full tonight. And young Mr. Sawyer.
Young Mr. Sawyer, Don, if you don't know it, is the Pacific Coast heavyweight champion. And he didn't get that by being a pantyweight.
That's right. That's right.
1, 2. Sawyer kicked out. Oh, I thought the champ had him too straight. That young man, Sawyer, is really resilient, Don.
He reaches back and he draws on power and strength from somewhere outside this building.
He takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Yeah.
There's Flair. Both of them are trying for a suplex.
Well,
Flair trying to hook the leg. Hack's got the champ up.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at this. Roll over, Hack. 1, 2. Flair kicks out. Woo.
Boy, I tell you, they are giving it their all. This is for all the marbles. The heavyweight.
That man weighs 25 pounds more than Hacksaw did, and Hacksaw picked him up and super.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness. You hear that all the way up here?
That one was right in the neck.
Judo chop right to the pectoral muscle. There's an elbow drop, and he goes out. Flair on top, tries it again. Hack says, let me out of the way. There he goes. Oh, there's a backslide.
Look at that.
Reverse it. 1, 2. Flair kicked out. I'm glad I quit this business.
I tell you, you can't ask for better wrestling action than this right here.
Right on his ankle.
Oh,
right
that's
on his
better.
ankle. Comic drop right on
That
his
can break an ankle.
Flair still got the leg, too, by the way. Didn't let go of him. Hacksaw kicks him off. There's the champion trying for a pin. 2 count. Come on, Hack. I hate to be prejudiced, but I'd like to see this young man take the championship. We got 24 minutes of TV time remaining on this match. 24 minutes, in case anybody is interested. If Hack can do it in the next 24 minutes, he'll be the new world champion.
There we go. Look at that.
4 legs.
Look at that.
He's got it hooked in,
Yeah.
Don.
That might just do it, Dutch.
If the champ don't get up or get to the rope, Sawyer's going to break an
That
ankle.
might do it for this fall.
Lay
Oh!
Sawyer applying incredible pressure. The champion, tremendous pain. He's sawing on that thing. Look at Flair's face. That's agony.
This might just do it. This might just do it. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
All right.
Look at that.
Hacksaw Sawyer wins a second fall. Heavyweight
How about
champion of
that?
the world gave up.
Oh, they love it. They love it.
He's got a right to be happy. You don't get the heavyweight champion of the world to submit to anything.
No, sir. Look at that.
He's
falling.
Take it off.
That's going to be
624-4970. And ask for Bob Grumman. Bob Grumman will sell you a ticket because he has the biggest schnoz in the entire Pacific Northwest.
He's got a nose for tickets, right?
Yes, he does.
That's Wednesday, October 13th at 8 p.m.
And we've got a nose for wrestling. World's Heavyweight Championship action. Ric Flair with his back to you, the blonde-headed fella. Hacksaw Sawyer, the Pacific Coast champion. Incidentally, should Hacksaw lose this match, he does not lose his championship. However, if he wins the match and takes the World's Heavyweight Championship, the Pacific Coast belt automatically goes up for grabs, and they'll have to have a tournament to determine a new Pacific Coast champion if Hacksaw wins the belt from Flair this evening.
This is the one.
This afternoon, excuse me. You can't tell I'm excited, Don. If I get too excited, punch me in the ear.
I'm not laying a hand on you, Dutch. You've been in this business too long. This is going to be the one. We're tied at 1 fall apiece, and this one is for all the marbles. And I'll tell you, Sawyer is going for it. He's going for it. Look at this. Look at this.
I hope he does what I think he's going to do. All right. Right to the hamstring. Double knee. Right to the back of the hamstring. Hack trying for a spinning toe hold. Get that leg bent inside. Trying to go for that figure four. Soften him up so he can go for it again.
That's the world champion in pain down there.
First time I've ever seen any champion give up on a fall in the match. That show you how powerful Hacksaw Sawyer is with that figure four deathlock he has there. Figure four leg scissors. I call it a deathlock because once you get the scissors on you that time, it's death for you. You either quit or break your leg.
Yeah.
That's why Hacksaw is a Pacific Coast champion.
Look at that.
He's nobody's fool. He's working those legs over. You people over in Yakima, J.M. Perry Institute, we're going to be over your way on October the 8th. J.M. Perry Institute, 8 p.m., Yakima, Washington. Watch Jack Webb for comments. And also in Tacoma on the 14th at the Bicentennial Pavilion. People keep watching KPCQ for the best professional wrestling in the entire United States of America.
Boy, I'll tell you, Sawyer's got the crowd behind him now. He's got... That adrenaline is just flowing like crazy in Sawyer right now. Look at the look on his face. Look at his eyes.
Intensity. All he can think of is getting that leg again. Trying to get him out in the center of the ring. Of course, the champion doesn't want to go. His mother didn't raise me fools. Speaking of mothers, I have to say hello to my mother, Kate, tonight. Or else she'll scold me. Flair sucking him right in there. Come into my trap, said the spider to the fly.
Go!
Oh, Hacksaw forearm. Another forearm to the head. Another forearm. Flair's keeping him pinned in that corner where he can't get too much leverage. Oh, there's a chop. Sawyer counters. Look at him go. Oh, another chop. What a weapon that chop is.
Look at that. Boy, I tell you, he's coming back. This guy just keeps coming back.
He's going to try for a pile driver. Hack's hooking the leg quick. There you go. First back body drop. Down goes the champion. Right on his you-know-where.
I think
Sawyer going for it again. The champion kicks him off. Try for that figure four again. There's a headbutt right into the solar plexus.
Well, that'll take it out of you for a while.
world champion. What an arduous, hard schedule. He has to face the very best in any area of the country he goes into.
Well, he's facing the very best right now.
Yes, he is.
And he knows it. He knows what he's up against now. Uh-oh, right, there we go.
Oh, turnbuckle. They call in the business the treatment. That turnbuckle's got steel on her. It's padded with just a little bit of padding. The rest is steel and tape.
Yeah, you'll carry that headache with you for a while.
And it'll put some knobs on your head. Oh, right to the ligaments on the left leg of the champion. Hack's hitting him right on the side
Look
of the
at
leg.
that. Right on the money every time.
Ligaments.
Right on the mark.
Wearing him down. Oh, he blocked the punch.
Look at that.
Forehead. Down he goes. 1, 2. What?
Oh, two and
I thought we had
2 3/4.
I was about to jump out of the crow's nest here.
Yeah, it looked like we, that was 2 3/4.
Rope, he has to break it up. Look at this.
Oh, look.
Double knee to the face. Oh. Right. That got careless. Tried for a drop kick. Just barely missed the champion. Champion picking Sawyer up by the stack and swivel. Here it comes. There goes an atomic drop.
Uh-oh.
No, it's a reverse suplex.
Oh, that has really got to... That's got to put some hurt on you. This may be it.
2. Sawyer kick.
Get it again.
Out. Incredible.
He reached down, came up with the strength.
Now, they've been going at this for 25 minutes.
Look at this. Oh. Boy, I tell you, you're not going to see it any finer than this. You're not going to...
Unbelievable.
Anywhere in the world.
This is your first baptism in 7 years.
Boy.
Look at there's a drop kick that hit him right smack in the face. Another one. Look at the height on that one.
I can't believe
There's a
this.
roll up.
Look at this.
1, 2. Oh.
I don't think I'm going to make it, Dutch.
Sawyer waiting for him to get up. Oh, he shouldn't have waited. He should have taken it to him. There's a punch to the stomach by the champion.
Uh-oh. Oh, that is right on the rope. Right in the neck,
1,
on the rope.
2,
and that's
3.
it.
Bout's over. Oh, incredible. Incredible.
Well, I'll tell you.
The winner of the match, Ric Flair. There's one more bout to follow. One more bout to follow.
He's lucky to get out of town with the belt right now.
And that's my granddaughter, Genevieve. And that's my daughter holding her, but the daughter isn't the mother of the baby. No, but that is my granddaughter, Genevieve. Isn't she a pretty thing? With me right now, a man who you just saw in the ring. I don't have to tell you anything about this man's ability. He went against Chung, a tough opponent. And what a fine body press. A lot of great moves, but the body press really put him away.
I tried to mix it up a little bit, Frank, but the flying body press was there, and I had to take it, and consequently saw it happen. One thing I'd like to get clear here, Frank, is I'd like to thank all the people for supporting me up the Seattle way. And second of all, Curt Hennig is here now in the Northwest. Curt Hennig is working out. Curt Hennig's training. Everybody knows Curt Hennig's doing that. But number one now, Curt Hennig hasn't had a chance to have a real big match with Mr. Rose or anybody of his army. And now Curt Hennig is ready. Curt Hennig's at his peak. He's on a winning streak, and he's ready.
Okay, I think those short words say it, Curt. Thank you very much. Good luck to you, huh? He's looking for a match with one of the guys on top. He says, give me the Army. Buddy Rose on down. Take any one of them on. And, of course, the saying has been for many, many years and continues to be, you got to beat the man if you want to be the man. Well, in the Northwest, in a lot of ways, Buddy Rose, you might say, is the man. He is not the champion at the time. Remember, the heavyweight championship still belonged to Hacksaw Sawyer. But Buddy Rose has been a leading force in the Northwest for many years. And he is not in the building tonight. To remind you, Buddy Rose, Rip Oliver are not in the building tonight.
The fact that the Army is not here could make things just a little bit tougher for Matt Bourne. He's always had them to give him a handle for. Quick move by Regal to get in the ring. He didn't want to get blindsided or sucker punched as he came in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. Introducing in this corner, 240 pounds from Milwaukee, Matt Bourne. His opponent in this corner, 238 pounds from Indianapolis, Steve Regal.
Well, I would say Regal's got most of the fans in the sports arena. That can be a support to you sometimes in a ring, I'm told, by wrestlers. But it certainly doesn't make you a winner. One pair of girls, if they make it around the ring about once more, they're going to set the record in circling the ring for the last 3 minutes. And the bell has rung. Matt Bourne having trouble getting his jacket off. Tell you, it took a lot less time than that last week for Steve Regal to rip an entire tuxedo right down to, if you will, pink shorts of Matt Bourne. He did it on television in front of a big audience. And I've never seen Matt Bourne embarrassed before that moment. Oh, Matt Bourne missing his punch. Steve Regal did not miss his when he had the opportunity. And it's going to be buzzing like this all day long, I got an idea. These two are going at it. There's a lot of animosity. And Matt Bourne before has always had the Army around. If he got in trouble, he could figure on him coming down to ringside. Sandy Bar starts a fast count. You get 20, count 20, and he was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He was really pouring it on to get Bourne back in the ring. I think Bourne now telling him, look, we're going to have a wrestling match here. I don't care how much you guys hate each other. We're going to have wrestling, and Bourne, we're not going to have you running all the time. Go behind. Into the ropes. Oh, drop kick. Super move by Steve Regal. Bourne thought he had made the move when he grabbed the ring ropes. But when Regal felt himself going, he just twisted into a shoulder roll, came up kicking, and nailed Bourne, put him out of the ring. To the midsection. Regal in trouble now. Bourne working him downstairs. Elbow smashes up above. Reverse whip. No matter what Bourne does, he can't seem to follow it up. Regal certainly is. Now the whip. Bourne whipped into the corner, and he's going to run again. Gonna bail out, take a little walk. He is all the way back to the corner of the sports arena. Now every time Regal comes up the ringside where Matt's coming in, that stops the count. He gets into a position of interference, it's called. And Bourne trying to take advantage of every second he can outside the ring to recuperate from these flurries that he's getting caught, in which he's getting caught. Bourne went to choke Regal. Regal turns it into a choke on Bourne. Count going on, 20 seconds, 20 count. Every time Steve steps up, he stops the count. They start over. They lock up, go behind, take down by Bourne, try to turn him over. Watch out, Regal's up on top of him and flailing away. Now stomping on Bourne out on the apron and down on the floor. There's Matt Bourne. Things have just not been going his way during this first fall action. Steve Regal from Speedway City, Indiana. Body slam, Bourne. Regal gives him a double knee knocker. To the midsection and again.
7 minutes gone. 7 minutes.
Bourne once more. Go behind. And Regal got caught in the small of the back. Knee lift by Bourne to the small of the back. And stopping. One mistake could be costly for Regal. Flying foot stomp off the second turnbuckle by Bourne. Covers him with a body press, hooks the outside leg and gets no. It looked like he had the first fall, but not so. Knee lift again to the small of the back. Bourne working Regal over on the top rope. Forearm smash. Regal tied up in the top two ropes. Bourne working him over to the count of 4. Regal literally falls out of the ropes.
$20 minutes remaining. 20 minutes.
Body slam. Regal down hard. Bourne hooks the outside leg. Don't think he can pin him that easily. The Eagle's a tough man. It's going to take a lot to put him away. A go behind. He tripped him. It's a small package. 2, 3. Regal wins it. Regal wins the first fall. Small package, trip takedown. Rolls him up into that small package, and it was 1, 2, 3. And the crowd closing in.
In 8 minutes and 58 seconds.
We want you to be excited, but
the winner of the first
a lot of people get carried away, start grabbing at a wrestler. Please stay back. Ask for your interviews. Don't get quite so wild about it. Bourne trying to say something about me. All right, we've got a couple young men with us. One holds the title. We understand in Seattle on the 17th, Heck Sawyer. Somebody wants a title shot.
Yeah, Mr. Bonovan. Playboy, fat boy, whatever you want to call him, Buddy Rose. He wants a title shot with me. Well, you know, it won't be the first time. Buddy Rose, you're going around telling everybody how I'm so little, I'm so this, I'm so that. Well, if I'm so little, why am I holding this belt? I've been holding it for 5 months. Let me tell you one more other thing, Buddy Rose. The people in Seattle, they're with me 100%, 120%. I feel 130%. And when we get in that ring in Seattle, Buddy Rose, I'm not only going to beat you, I'm not only going to humiliate you. When I leave that ring, I'm going to leave that ring a winner. And if you liable not even want to come back to Seattle and wrestle, you might be so embarrassed, so disgusted with yourself, Buddy Rose, letting a 20-year-old young man beat you for the title shot. I'm not chasing you this time, Buddy Rose. You're chasing me. Frank, I got a very good friend here, Rocky Johnson, would like to have a couple of words to say.
I know you can do it, brother. The big right hand can send him to the promised land.
Okay, brother. Thank you very much.
Special challenge by you.
That's right. I got something to say, and I'm not going to take a lot of your time. What I got to say, you know, Steve Regal was a good friend of mine, a personal friend. Borne and Oliver went out there on purpose and hurt that man and crippled him, and he's going to be off for a long, long time. Now, I got to think, and this got to stop someplace, and it's got to stop sooner or later, so we're going to stop it right in Seattle. So let me tell you, Frank, this is what I did. I put $1,000 up for Borne and Oliver, not one at a time, both of them together. 2 of them against the Rock, brother. You got me. Now you get in there and you try and hurt me, or you try and break my shoulder, because I don't think the both of you are man enough to do it, and we're going to find out in Seattle, because like I said before, and I'm saying again, I'm sick and tired. I know Hack is sick and tired, everybody else. So Mr. Nice Guy is going down the drain, brother. I'm bringing the hammer back, and I'm coming for Borne and Oliver.
And it'll be in Seattle on the 17th.
Woo.
The big right hand going to send him to the promised land. That's the way it gets said anyway. Good crowd on hand, and they are seeing so far a lot of the action that they came to see. They would like nothing better than to have, got to get my monitor uncovered, to see what we're shooting. Nothing better than to see Regal take Bourne here in 2 straight falls, and there is that possibility now. He's taken the first fall, put him away. We are coming to a lot of areas in the Washington area, Seattle, Tacoma on a regular basis, as in Yakima. But we're going to be coming to Mapton. We've never been to Mapton. That's up there in the beautiful Yakima Valley. Mel Stottlemyre, great pitcher for the Yankees, came out of Mapton, if I remember my geography right from that area when I was there. Tacoma, Old Findlay, Longview. Just a lot of action all over the Pacific Northwest. Most of it in the state of Washington. Tomorrow's Tacoma. And then be a week or so before we're back into the state again. Telling you about Ric Flair, the heavyweight champion of the world. He'll be in April, and if that isn't enough excitement for you, besides our own top brand of Major League Professional Wrestling stars,
You see Andre the Giant in May. On bar, reversed by Regal, turned over twice. And he gets caught right in the small of the back. Anybody has any kind of trouble there, that part of their anatomy knows how painful it can be. Bourne working him over in the corner, whipped him into the far neutral corner. And body slam. Covers him with a body press, but only gets a count of 2. Both these young men, top wrestlers in the prime of their life, in great condition, and no love lost, to say the least. No love lost between them. They were former partners. They are now about as diverse in the wrestling world as you can get. Matt Bourne taking the role, taught to him by Playboy Buddy Rose, and loving it. 1, 2, and not 3. Look for a moment like Regal is going to be pinned to even this thing up. Sit out backbreaker. But you're right, in the small of the back where Bourne's been working on Regal. Seat drop. Covered with a body press. The inside leg hooked. Did not hook the outside leg. And that alone may have allowed Regal to kick out of it. Shinlock from behind. Matt Bourne. If you're wondering, any relation to Tough Tony Bourne? Yes, indeed. This is the son of Tough Tony. Chinlock from behind. Bourne on Regal. Regal makes his way to his feet against it. He's got him in a bear hug right in the small of the back. Base of the spine, the 2 hands are locked there, cinched up and digging in. Putting him down might get a pin out of it. Now Regal's head's enough in it. Regal aware that he's got to keep the shoulders off the mat. Across the way, they are yelling that I think they're saying Matt Bourne is pulling the trunks.